all of us, there is a language of daily use. We want to buy a pan from a panwala and we use that kind of a language. But if you are going to make a submission in a court of law, asking for a wrong to be set right, then it would have to be in some kind of a very standard language. Now, this is the essential contradiction that policymakers face, and which cultural strategists have also faced throughout Indian history. In India, people solve this problem by making Sanskrit the formal language, and it continued to be the formal language. A formal language is that language which can be used in the widest possible area and for very sophisticated communication. Something which can be used for philosophic expression, legal expression, giving philosophic ideas to children, raising them in that manner, talking about art, creating different disciplines in it, transmitting various sciences in it. Now, for that, you need a formal language, and India chose Sanskrit to be that. And India did another great miracle, which no other nation, or rather, no other region or civilization, as a matter of fact, was able to do. And the miracle they did was they formalized Sanskrit to such an extent that they stopped a period wise growth in it, rapid growth in it. They said, let us make it frozen language, more or less, on rules of Panini and rules of various other grammarians. So that as a result, I can read Sanskrit written by the Vedic sages today, after 5,000 or 7,000 or 10,000, whatever people think is the age of Vedas. I can read Kalidasa, whereas people in England can't even read Shakespeare 400 years ago. You know, if I go to, let us say, the immigration officer when I land up in London, and if I say, methinks thou art shining forth like the zona, he'll say, what are you talking, you fool? And if I tell him this is how Shakespeare talked, he'll not believe me. It's just 400 years. But if somebody comes into a street of Delhi, Banaras, or whatever, and it comes from the period of Kalidas, and he wants to communicate in Sanskrit, then he can communicate with thousands of people today who know Sanskrit in India. So you see, that continuity or that formality has been preserved. And then Sanskrit supplied this immense wealth of words to various languages over centuries. My point is that the vocabulary of Sanskrit is constantly continuing in the largest area of India, in nearly all in all the languages that are used, including Tamil.